Hello and welcome back to episode 6. It's 6.
That's
That's 666. Pick up sticks and suck on some not sticks. Anyways, welcome to episode 6 of Up the Gut. Can't believe it. Neither can I. Too bad you have to listen to us for another week. And every week from here on out because we don't plan on missing one.
It's letting us do this shit.
This is what being adults all about. Doing shit that other
I
people
guess.
hate. I want to thank everyone for listening. If you're listening right now, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share it with everyone. Take it to the graveyard and share it with the dead. Share it with everyone you possibly can. Make fake accounts and watch it 4 times. I don't care. Just get it out there. We'd love to annoy other people besides you. So we're going to kick it off with a Yell at Mel session like always. Pissing us off. Dave, take it over.
All right. Well, I did have something lined up for the Yell at Mel as far as penalties and reviews and challenges and whatnot. But then the Chiefs played the Lions. And the man behind me, this man right here, he is now my second or third favorite player in the league. Let me tell you, anybody that has ever played has either had this happen to them, done it to them, or seen it happen. It was somewhat towards the ball. It was definitely around the pile. Juju Smith decided he was going to take a cheap shot at Brian Branch, just smack him right in the back. Made his head whip back and slammed him to the ground with the shoulder. And then he had the audacity to try and shake his hand afterwards. So Brian Branch took the man's way out, I guess you could say. He was smart about it. He didn't retaliate during the game. He didn't try to get him back during the game. He waited till after the game, and he went up to him face to face and then smacked him right in the fucking face, and then essentially made him his little bitch while other people were trying to make him take him
photo,
off.
the one behind you grabbing him by the ear like a little boy.
Look at this. Look at that. Like, come on now. I will say this. Juju Smith-Schuster, you're a fucking bitch. You deserve every single thing that you got, and you probably deserve more, but your teammates had to go and defend you. I do not blame Brian Branch one bit. If you're going to hit somebody, I don't know if a lot of our listeners are old enough to remember Hines Ward. Hines Ward was famous for doing this shit. And then he would just smile at you afterwards, trying to draw you in. It's such a bitch move. And, they're all talking about, it's the brotherhood and we got to protect ourselves. This is just a job. We got to feed our families. So let's say Brian Branch, you hit him in a certain spot. He goes down. Maybe the pile rolls on top of him. He gets injured. Maybe he's out for a few weeks. Maybe even worse. What happens then? You're probably not going to feel like shit because you are a piece of shit. So, essentially, my Yell at Mel is stop being a little bitch. If you're going to hit somebody, hit them going straight so they can see you, maybe prepare themselves. And if you're not man enough to beat somebody in a one-on-one fight, maybe keep your bitch ass on the sideline. Juju Smith-Schuster, fuck you.
There's a lot of bitches in there. Speaking of bitches, we have a bunch of bitches back here. Right here. Right fucking here.
22 of them. Yep.
All of them. Fuck. You know what? The Giants aren't even the bitches in this one. It's the fucking Eagles. All right? I'm tired of this fucking tush push. All right? It is tolerable. Okay, it's thing. It works. Congratulations, whatever. The league isn't calling the false starts. They're not calling them offsides. They're not calling shit. And then the Eagles proceed to run it 4 times in a fucking row for a touchdown. Fucking bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. It's pussy shit. If you want to do that, go fucking play rugby. This isn't fucking rugby. This is fucking football. You put any other quarterback back there, they're not going to be able to do it because they don't squat 600 pounds, and they're an actual fucking quarterback. They have a halfback back there. They might as well just put fucking Saquon Barkley back there playing quarterback because it's the same fucking thing and you get the same results doing the fucking tush push. You might as well just do it all the way down the fucking field. Run a 50-play drive of just fucking tush pushes off this crap and just watch the ref stand there, have a smoke break, suck a banana because they just don't care. They just let anything happen. It's the one area that you're looking at the most is right where the ball is. That's where else are you looking? There's nowhere else to look. There's
Right.
no one else lined up anywhere. Everyone's right fucking there. How do you not see these guys false starting? If they move before the ball, it's a false start.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to come up with 5 million
Amen.
other excuses on why you're not calling it, then you're not doing your fucking job. I don't care if other people get mad or this or that. Your one fucking job is to call the game. And if you're not going to call it while doing this, everyone might as well jump early, get fucking 5 yards of carry just by surfing on top of these fucking dudes, and just run a 50-play drive. Call the game it's supposed to be. Don't fucking coddle this bullshit. It's fucking annoying.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's what I got.
And
I hate the Tush Push.
this
I
was
hate it.
actually this was actually the reason why I was going to go and do a yell at mail version for the rules, regulations, and the challenges. You should be able to challenge this shit. Like, no, you can see on the replay the guards are moving before the ball is snapped. Challenge it, you win it, and then it's done. You know what I mean? But you're right. It's bullshit. I mean, Eagle fans. Hang on, let me get the Homer Simpson. You just hate it because you can't run it. Yeah.
Run it or
Fuck
not,
me,
it's
too.
fucking bullshit. I hear there's stuff about the alignments with it being wrong or whatever. Okay, whatever. Then start calling that too. You know, the center's too far for. Oh, we can't see the ball. Well, the center's not supposed to be over. Whatever. Okay, call that then. I don't know. Call something with it. If something's illegal with it, fucking call it. That's the one part of the fucking job that you have as a ref is calling shit that is a problem. You know, that's what it is. Are the Eagles getting the Chiefs treatment now? Possibly, because the Chiefs finally got the refs back on their fucking side after this last week.
Okay.
But call it how it's supposed to fucking be. I don't like the tush push. You know, whatever. Run your normal shit. Like, okay, fine, but it's only because you have a shitty quarterback back there that can only run the fucking ball, which you can see because as the past 2 losses that they had, they made Hurts throw the ball, and they lost both the fucking games. And that leads us right into our Thursday night game.
I was going to say,
the Eagles blowing it against the fucking Giants, 34-17. Your tush push couldn't save you. Your quarterback sure as hell couldn't fucking save you. Scattaboo, you guys lose Jalen Hurts, and you guys don't have a run defense. Scattaboo, who they call a short, slow white guy, it's basically me back there, just ran for 98 yards and 3 touchdowns on you. Because you're missing one guy? That's a load of crap. You can't tell me one guy makes a whole fucking defense.
Right. Not
34-17.
That's coming off a
Eagles suck.
Super Bowl win. Yeah, you mean to tell me that he's the linchpin of your Super Bowl winning defense?
The Eagles are, what was it, 2? They almost lost to the Buccaneers, and they almost lost to the Rams.
Yep.
That's 2. They're 2 special teams plays away from having 2 more losses. They're literally just 2 lucky special teams play where they didn't block some fucking dude and they blocked a kick or a punt, and that's the only reason why they have those 2 wins. Honestly, they're really close to losing that Cowboys game. I don't know, it might sound like a Cowboys like homer thing, but without that rain delay, the Cowboys were hot. The Eagles were not. The Cowboys looked a lot better in the second half. Without that rain delay, I think that game comes down to the end with the Cowboys having the ball in their hand, and they might be 1 play away from losing all 3 of those games.
All right. Yeah, the Giants did a good job of containing Barkley, and that just seems to be the formula. Contain him, make Jalen Hurts beat you with his arm, and he literally can't do it. He'll hit some crossers with Devontae Smith. He may hit 1 or 2 off the sideline with A.J. Brown when he remembers that he's on the team. Dallas Goedert will get in there. But it's definitely Barkley that makes that team go. There's definitely dissension in the locker room with A.J. Brown saying, yeah, I don't recall having a 2-hour meeting, but your 2 captains are like, yeah, bro, we had a meeting. And the Giants made Zadarius Smith retire after the game. Like, who does that? Yeah. The last person to retire right after a Giants game was Trey Junkins. I'm sorry if that hurt some older Giant fans. Do you remember who Trey Junkins is?
No.
Trey Junkins is the long snapper that they had brought in during the conference championship, or actually, no, I'm sorry, not the conference championship. It was during the playoffs one year when the Giants played the Niners. The Giants brought him in. He fucked up a long snap for a game-winning field goal, and the Giants lost because of that. And then he retired right after the game.
Going out on top.
But yeah, Scattaboo. That's as many times as he scored and as many people as he ran over. God, who was it?
He made Zach Bond go fucking flying.
He did. Who was it that told me he was going to be good? He's about average size, white guy, bad tattoos. Who the hell was
I said he was going to be
that?
the best back in this fucking draft. All right, I fucking
Well,
said
so
it.
far,
He's up.
yeah,
I think he's up there with Judkins being the best back in this draft. I think Genty is 3, and that might be because he's on the Raiders. But at the same time,
yeah,
Scatterboo's on the fucking
and
Giants, and this Giants offensive line isn't the best, and he's making it fucking work.
at worst he's 2 because I mean Junkins is probably a little bit behind the 8 ball. That's his fault
Mm-hmm.
for doing what happened during the off
He's having a
season.
great rookie year
But
too.
at worst he's 2. Yeah, exactly. On Cleveland.
I mean, Genty might have fell to 4 if Hampton ended up on IR because Hampton was looking really good as soon as he took over the whole back thing. I mean, the other thing with the Eagles is, to me, it looks like they're running a college offense to where they want to make the defense press the wide receivers and go cover 0, and then as soon as he sees that, he checks to just go routes, and then all he's throwing is the go route right on the outside, and he's betting that the receivers beat the corner. And that's it. That's all it is. It's bring them up, bring them up, bring them up. All right, try to bomb it deep. And you know what he fucking did? He fucking did that. And then he overthrew the fucking receiver because he's not a goddamn quarterback. Jalen Hurts, to me, Eagles fans hate it, but he's not a good quarterback. I've said this multiple times. He's a good fantasy quarterback because he runs the ball with his tush push 4 fucking times, gets a goddamn touchdown. Great fantasy. It's great for your points. That's awesome. Actual quarterback, he's not great. You know, he's fallen out of average. He's going to a below average, for Christ's sakes, especially with the up-and-comers like May and then fucking Mayfield just blowing everything out of the water this year, showing like the Browns are even that more retarded. All right, I'm done with the Eagles. Fuck them. Fuck both these teams, but fuck the Eagles most. But that leaves us up to our next game, the most exciting game of the week in London. The fish and chips, eh? This game sucked. 13
All of these
to
games
11. Broncos
London
and Jets.
and the overseas games made the Broncos look like the Jets.
Oh, I dropped my pen. Listen, this is what they get for trying to take America. This is what we're still paying them back. They got the Boston Tea Party. Well, now they got the Broncos and Jets. They got to watch this shit. All right, there you go, England.
Yeah.
There's your fish and chips, eh? This game sucked.
You
It was
paid all
so
those
bad to
pounds
watch.
to see this.
It was so bad to watch. Talking about quarterbacks not being quarterbacks, Fields also in that category. He fucking sucks. The thing I don't understand is they had a chance to win the game, and they decide to throw the ball 4 times in a row when they had the ball at like the 45. Just run it. Run some read options. Run the ball. Don't fucking pass it. Don't fucking pass it. And by passing the ball like that, they killed Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's out for a while with a knee injury. Yeah. I think he hyperextended his knee or something. Or he's like, fuck this quarterback. I'm done playing with him. He can't throw the ball. Especially on those late outs. He's wide open. He's just waiting for the ball, and Fields like, let me just wait till I see it better. Broncos made it too close. But, you know.
Yeah. Do you know what Justin Fields' longest completion was of the day?
Probably like 3 yards.
11 yards.
So that's giving him too much credit. I was going to say 10.
Yep.
This is the team that also flew Aaron Rodgers out for a 5-minute conversation to tell him they were going in a different direction, and then proceeded to sign Justin Fields.
Yeah, I didn't mind that first part.
I don't like Rodgers, but this team's retarded.
So Denver played a sloppy game on offense. You can't even really give the Jets defense that much credit because it was just sloppy on Denver's part. But Denver's defense, 9 sacks and 15 hits.
Yeah,
that's a lot of abuse on a quarter. And then they got the field goal at the end and hung on and everything like that. But man, they have to stop with these Europe games. Like, please, for the love of God, stop with these Europe games. They're so bad.
They give them the teams that really suck, and we make them watch them. So, next up, we have the Rams at the Ravens. The Lamar Jackson-less Ravens are exactly what we thought they would be. This is a one-man team. This is like the Eagles losing Jalen Carter, apparently, because they can't function. 17-3 Rams. It was a little closer at halftime. It was 3-3 at halftime. A lot closer than the Rams thought. But the Rams also lost Puka Nacua. He's going to be out a while with an ankle injury. Could be after the bye. I don't know when the hell their bye is or something like that. I think I saw they might keep him out for a while. He might be out a couple weeks. I know he's not playing this week. They say he's day-to-day. That's just Sean McVay BSing.
Yep.
He's not playing this week. But I mean, the Rams got it done. Even if it was 3-3 at halftime, they scored 10 in the second half or 14 in the second half to end it. The Ravens are just falling apart. They can't do anything without Lamar. There was no backup plan. It's crazy that there was absolutely no backup plan. You got to have something, especially with a quarterback you expect to run the ball and stuff. You should have a good backup plan because they do get hurt, especially taking all the hits. But they are – I don't think anyone gets fired. They're not going to fire Harbaugh over this. There's no reason to. You lost your quarterback. That'd be the worst reason ever to fire this coach who like keeps taking you to all these championships and everything. He's not James Franklin. Okay, I can tell you that fucking much where he deserves to be fucking fired. Thank God there is a Jesus Christ. But nobody's gonna get fired or anything like that. Maybe the offensive coordinator, or just to blame it on someone. But Harbaugh's not going anywhere.
Maybe
Lamar will be back sooner or later and maybe get back into the run. But they need him for it to do anything. So.
If you just looked at Derrick Henry's day, you would have sworn that the Ravens were back. He had 122 rushing yards, but he was legit like a third of their offense. They had 3 turnovers without him dropping the ball, which was great for my fantasy team. But they played 2 quarterbacks at one point.
Yeah, got tired of Cooper
They're
Rush,
definitely lost. Yeah.
He's not the same as Lamar. Huntley's a lot closer than Lamar is, so I don't know why the hell he's going to stick with him.
And then the Rams had a light day, except for the defense. They did have 4 sacks and 11 quarterback hits. They just did what they needed to do to win. It wasn't pretty, but they won. But I would have expected the Rams to win, just maybe not blow out the Ravens, but a 2-touchdown game was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
Speaking of nobody wanting to play for the Ravens, they released Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, whatever the hell his name is, a safety. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, right? Chancey, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He's a free agent again.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit on the practice squad. I think they called him a dick or something like that, which makes sense. The whole reason why he can't find a fucking home. Next one is the one that I said would not be a fucking surprise to me if the Cowboys lost. Because they have a hard time with the Panthers for whatever fucking reason. And this reason this year is because Eberflus is an asshole and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Also, apparently, the players don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know if you've seen those holes, but I could have ran for 200 fucking yards. You could have ran for 200 yards. You could run for 200 yards, and you could run for 200 yards, and you could run for 200. They were like fucking Oprah giving out 200-yard rushing games this fucking game. It was crazy. Defense sucked. The players look lost. It also happens that you come into a team that was built to play man for the past 3-4 fucking years. You lose Dan Quinn. You go to a zone cover 2 with Zimmerman. They sucked. So they bring in another guy who runs cover 2 and they continue to suck. I wonder who thought about this that was like, you know what? Go to zone and it sucked. Let's go to another guy who runs zone and he runs cover 2 and 30-20.
Let's not bring in any personnel that can help run zone.
You built a team and didn't change anybody. You kept re-signing everyone. The only person you got rid of was Parsons. Yeah. And everyone else is built to play man. Even Trevon Diggs is like, we need to play more man. They play more man against the Jets, and they had a lot of success, so they went back to cover 2, and they went back to zone, and they let up 5 million fucking rushing yards at Dowdle. They also made Bryce Young look like an actual fucking quarterback. He had a perfect rating on like 3rd down or something like that with 3 touchdowns. It was crazy. Guys were wide open. It was. He's got to go. Donovan Wilson's got to go. He's not a fucking safety. He's not a coverage safety. I'm tired of it. Never liked him back there. Put anyone else back there. Just get rid of him. I don't care. Make him play sub linebacker. Put him in the box.
Oh, the
score was 30-27, by the way. Panthers won with the last-second field goal. Fuck them. Fuck the Cowboys.
You know your team a lot better than I do. I still think being somebody that had to endure fucking Matt Eberflus, I definitely think that if you guys got rid of him, got somebody who would bring in a better scheme and maybe move some of these guys around, you could keep the same personnel. And I'm not saying you're going to be leaps and bounds better, but you're not going to be as disastrous as you are.
That's so bad.
Rico, I said last week that I thought Rico Dowdle was going to go off. Not the same way he went off in his first game, but I definitely thought he was going to get 100 yards. I thought combined. Definitely wasn't anything like that. Dak had a good game. 261 yards, 3 touchdowns. They only had 31 yards or 30 yards rushing. It was ridiculous.
Well, they also fucked themselves because they could have won that game if they didn't run 3 fucking screens in a row. They didn't run a screen all game. They run a screen, lose yards. All right, let's run a second screen to lose yards. Okay, third and long. Let's run a screen to the fullback. Fucking retards. All right, you're pushing the ball downfield all fucking day. You're like, let's get them. You know we'll get them? 3 screens in a row. It didn't fucking work the first
We'll never
time.
see it coming.
It didn't work the second time. At least try on third down, for fuck's sake, because your defense ain't stopping anything.
Right.
It was dumb.
You should cut your punter and just say, we're not punting anymore, guys. That's it. Done. We got 4 downs to get 10 yards.
Just fucking start kicking 90-yard field goals. It's better. Whatever. The defense is going to let them get there at some point anyways. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
True.
Next one, we have the Cardinals at the Colts. Colts 31, Cardinals 27. JT and DJ get it done. Indiana Jones. Brissett, I think, actually made that offense look a lot better for the Cardinals. It's weird what a quarterback that can see over the line and actually throw the ball can do to an offense. It sucked because I believe Marvin Harrison Jr. would have had his best game of the season if he didn't go out with concussion.
100%.
Banged his head off the fucking turf. I saw it and I was like, shit, I hope he's okay. And then he goes in the fucking medical tent. He might not play this week. He's still in concussion protocol. He didn't practice today. He didn't do anything. And then you had Anthony Richardson, two retarded Colts, Anthony Richardson and Ward getting hurt in pregame. Ward got a concussion for running into another player while just practicing. The other guy was fine. The other guy was a lot bigger than him. It was like 4th string tight end. And then you have Anthony Richardson smacking himself in the eye with a band, and he actually fractured his orbital fucking bone. The whole fucking thing. He's out. He's on IR because he hurt himself. The guy can't even play quarterback, and now he can't even do anything with bands. Colts got it done, though. I mean, they found a way to win. Like I said, the Cardinals had a lot better offense than they have with a quarterback that could actually throw the ball. He's not as mobile, but you don't really need that when you have like these type of weapons and stuff. If Marvin Harrison Jr. was in there, I think they might have came away with the win because they would have had another weapon rather than Michael Wilson and Trey McBride. He would have had his biggest game. I think he probably would have had over 100 yards, at least 1 touchdown. He would have had a huge game. I honestly, if I'm the Cardinals, I am considering keeping Brissett in there, especially if Kyle Murray comes back and your offense stutters and it's not going well. And if Marvin Harrison Jr. is in there, isn't in there this week, you can't use that as an excuse because Brissett just did this without him. He lost him in like the first quarter. So he played the whole game without him and they still put up 27 points. I think you consider keeping him in there over Tiny Man Murray.
Yeah, I still call the Colts paper lions. And I understand they beat a team that's doing at least decent. Congratulations. They're also at home. They were down. They're at least their second best receiving option. And you have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor continues to defy what people said about him coming out of the draft. There's so much wear and tear on him already, as much as Wisconsin used him. Well, it hasn't slowed him down yet.
Well, what makes it better is this year he has a quarterback that can throw the ball, so they have to worry about Daniel Jones actually pushing it down the field, so it opens up a lot more gaps, and they can't just stack the box with 11 guys, essentially, and just worry about the run. They actually have to worry about Daniel Jones passing it, which is a crazy thing to say. Crazy thing I'm saying right here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there was really nothing special about this game. The most interesting things were the things that happened pregame. Only the Colts could do this shit to themselves. I swear to God.
They still won.
They still won. Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
It's like 2002 again. The Steelers are in first. The Colts are in first. The Chargers are in first. And
it's a crazy thing.
The Patriots are in first.
Yeah, I hate to see that, but Drake May and them are doing great things up there. I hate to see the Patriots back on top. It's annoying as hell. It was a nice little break. Well, honestly, it's better than the Chiefs right now.
Vrabel's an Ohio State guy, so.
He go fuck himself. He could literally go fuck himself. Next one we have is the Seahawks at the Jags, 20-12. Seahawks get the dub. Duval falls to the Seahawks. Both QBs had pretty big days. Even though they got the loss. I mean, Trevor Lawrence got sacked like 7 or 9 times or something like that.
7.
It wasn't
17 times.
That honestly was probably the difference because Darnold only got sacked twice. Because Brian Thomas had a pretty big day. He was on my fantasy bench. Didn't need him. Got the win anyways. Thank fucking God for Bill.
Right.
They're not fumbling a second time. But JSN also continues to have a huge day. I think he was second in yards in the week, only behind Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
JSN is their number one. I see why they got rid of Cup. They have Cup now. I see why they got rid of Metcalf.
Metcalf. But
It
you can
makes
also
sense
see
now.
why Cup doesn't have a bigger role.
Yeah, it makes sense because then you don't have this ego guy wanting the ball or worried about feeding him or anything like that. And you got JSN where they're like, this is why I want to feature him. And we see why they moved on from it. I thought they would have took a step back, but JSN is exactly what they thought as advertised. Like, yeah, this is why. And it all makes sense. So it makes Darnold look good. I can tell you that much. And Cooper Kupp got his first touchdown of the year. So that was good for him.
If it wasn't for Baker Mayfield, Darnold would probably be the MVP right now.
I honestly, I think May is up there as well.
Yeah, I think they would give it to the veteran before they give it to the rookie, though.
I mean, it's going to be close, especially right now. It's early.
Yeah.
So,
did you know that for JSN, if you take away his touchdown, his 61-yard ball, he still had a stat line of 7 catches for 101 yards.
Yep.
He was putting in work outside of that.
Yep.
So, and then Travis Etienne, it's kind of almost been a renaissance. Like him and Trevor Lawrence are forever going to be connected at the hip. He only had 27 yards. And I understand, like, when the quarterback's getting his hit as much as he is, and you're behind the sticks, that you're not going to run the ball. But to me, that's on Mr. Duval. Like, if the quarterback is getting hit and sacked that many times, why aren't you running more screens? Take a page out of the Cowboy playbook to slow down any pass rush. You get the ball out quick.
Run some draws.
You know what I mean? Like, run some draws or something.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand it. But whatever. A Jaguars loss good for the Colts.
I think it's gonna be that's definitely gonna be year 2 that are there because I don't think the Texans are gonna push you guys. Next one we have is Browns at the Steelers. Steelers 23, Browns 9. Okay. Gabriel didn't turn the ball over, but he did throw it 52 times. Don't know why. Don't know why you would do that to him. That's just setting him up for failure because they only ran it 17 times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why. You have a rookie quarterback in there. You have a rookie quarterback in there, and you're like, we're gonna have you throw it 52 times. You can't. You're not gonna win like that. You're not gonna win like that. I mean, the Steelers look good. The only thing to come out of this for the Browns, is Gabriel didn't turn the ball over. Okay, great. Don't make him throw it 52 times, especially when you have a top running back in Junkins back there. That looks really good. Feed him, get him the ball, get him out there in space. But Njoku died. He hurt his knee. He's gonna be out for a while. So,
I mean, we said last week, I thought this was going to be pretty close. The only thing that could have saved the Steelers from that ferocious defensive front that Cleveland has is a quick release of Aaron Rodgers, and that's pretty much what happened. And you're right, them throwing the ball. And did you know that the average completion for him was like 3 yards? On average, is like 3 or 4 yards. They're basically turning him into Tua without Tyreek Hill or Jalen Watt.
there
wasn't
just really time or room to push the ball down the field. I don't think Judy helped them all really. I don't think Judy had a great game.
No.
Yeah.
No. And I can tell you why they wanted to pass the ball as much as they could. They wanted to get him as many dropbacks as they could because in about a week or so, it's going to be Sanders' job to lose.
I honestly can't justify it with him not turning the ball over. He's not making the ball over.
He also didn't produce anything.
Yeah, but why isn't Rattler replaced then? Because he's not producing.
Rattler has Jake Haener behind him.
No, he doesn't. He has Tyler Shough, the second-round pick that they fully guaranteed his contract.
Yeah.
That's a fully guaranteed. And you know who else is behind him? Taysom Hill. But I'm just saying, I mean, like, if you're not putting that pressure on Rattler and you guys have, one win against the Giants, I don't think you put that same pressure on Gabriel. He's not really turning the ball over, but you have him throwing it 52 times. You're not putting him in a position to win.
It's different. To me, it's different pressure. Like, from the media, from their own fan base. You have Shador Sanders sitting there on the sideline And if they throw the ball 52 times and they get a look at this kid and he's not producing any offense, they're going to throw Sanders in. And if he has even an average game, and they put up 14 points, then they're going to turn around all the critics and all the fans. Oh, we're more electric. There's more options with Shador and his legs and his arm and da,
He
da, da,
doesn't
da, da.
have legs. He's
That's
not
why they're doing it.
fast. He refused to run the
He has
40.
two legs. He has two of them.
So does Gabriel. They're just shorter. I think Gabriel at least has 2 weeks. I think they give him at least the same run as they did Flacco. So we'll see what happens with that. The next one we have here is the 49ers at the Bucks. 30-19. Buccaneers get the win with some Mayfield magic. Mayfield, MVP Mayfield. Doesn't have his top 3 wide receivers. Agbuka is out a couple weeks with a hammy issue. Same with Evans, who knows when he's coming back. And then Chris Godwin missed this game as well because of his leg was still bothering him or whatever. So he was out, all those guys, and he still made it look great. Tez Johnson, the slowest guy to run a fucking 40, actually looks fast on the field, which is crazy to say. I mean, they did say he was fast on the field. They weren't kidding. He looks really good. The 49ers just missing so many pieces, though.
They are.
It makes it hard. And now they just lost Fred Warner, too, who's going to miss. He's only missed 1 game his entire career. Now he's going to miss the rest of the season.
That's arguably the biggest injury they've had on.
They need him, especially with how many injuries they have. They need him. He's out for a while, though. There's not really much they can do with that without him because he's the heart and soul of that defense. So they're going to have a rough time with everyone that's out. But the Bucs get the win. MVP Mayfield gets a dub.
Mac Jones didn't play bad again. He's just stacking good weeks. 347 yards. He did turn the ball over twice. But I mean, the Bucs defense is really, really freaking good. And at the rate that he got hit last week, at the rate he was getting hit this week, I think you forgive him for having a little bit of a hiccup. It's not like he just rolled over and died. He still had a decent game. He just turned the ball over a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick Bourne, for God's sake, was their top receiver. I'm willing to give him a week pass. He has another week where he's turning the ball over. I mean, there's really no other option that they can go to unless Purdy all of a sudden comes back from injury. Mayfield has to be the MVP right now. Him and
Pearsall, I don't know when the hell they're coming back.
I know Kittle practiced today.
That's right. He may be back.
He
may be back this week, but.
But still, I mean, Mayfield's going to be the MVP, or at least should be the MVP. Down, like you said, down your 4 or 5 top receivers, and now you're dealing with a guy who got bitched by Ohio State's defense last year in the playoffs. Like it's just a different animal, but he did look good. It's going to be hard to pick against him going forward.
Yeah, I honestly, he's just doing things that are crazy. I mean, just breaking sacks, taking off, not being afraid, being exactly what Mayfield is. He's doing it all. He's only has 1 interception. It was against the Eagles, and it was on a tip pass. Other than that, he's on a dime all the time. So he's the reason why they're winning. I can tell you that fucking much. Next one we have is the Titans at the Raiders. Raiders 20, Titans 10. This fucking joke of a game. Geno Smith still finds a way to throw an interception, even though they were trying to protect him not to by doing some dink and dunk shit. Still found a way to throw it to the other team. Like a dumbass.
Yep. Do you know what my first note is for the Raiders?
What?
Geno played bad, which is good for Geno.
Dude, he didn't even play bad. He just didn't push the ball down the field because they were like, "Don't." That's what they had. Don't do it. That's it. He did throw a pick. He did throw a pick like a blind bitch he is. The only good thing to come out of this game for the Titans is that their head coach is finally fired. And maybe that very lackluster and the most boring offense I've ever seen in my entire life can get a spark going. Because they suck. Yeah. They are so boring to watch.
I've seen more efficient elementary kid teams. It's bad.
It made Geno Smith look like better. It was like, wow, he's the better quarterback in this. That's because Ward also sucks. And I'm not sure if it's Ward or the offense or if it's both. But either way, it was absolutely horrible. And now they're down Calvin Ridley. He's got a hammy issue. He might be out this week as well.
Yeah.
So that offense, that's also very boring, is also missing one of his favorite or top target, or whatever the hell you want to call it, honestly. Because I don't know if Ward has any targets because he can't see anything, too. But
I mean, Calvin Ridley is a weapon the same way that my shoe is a weapon. If I hit you right, it's gonna hurt, but I can do much damage. You know,
he's like foreplay for fantasy, and then when you finally get to the season, nothing happens. It's like it's like he's a little premature every single year, where there's so much hype, like, yeah, girl, how you doing? And then finally get to the season, he's like, he just fucking passes out. It's like, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, stop getting me all, hot and bothered and then not showing up at the big times.
Hang on. I got to pull out my bingo card because I don't think I had calling Calvin Ridley a two-pump chump was on there.
I called two pumps. I didn't say that specifically, but you know what? I call him as I sees him, and I ain't seeing much there, Ridley. I don't even know if you got two in that. You got one pump. You had one game so far. And this one, you're like, ow, my hammy. I pulled my hammy. Premature bastard. Yeah, anyways, the best news about that is the head coach of the Titans got fired.
Gone.
So that
6 games.
It took him 6 games, but I mean, like, this puts him in a tough situation to where the next guy that they hire has to either love Cam Ward or learn to love Cam Ward. Because he's going to be tied to Cam Ward because they just drafted him. Or they do to what they did to Will Levis, give him one more year and then just give up.
Right. You and I have lasted longer doing this than Brian Callahan lasted being the head coach. And we're doing
Hell
this
yeah,
for
brother,
free right now. He's getting paid for it. So.
Next one we have is the Bengals at the Packers. Packers 27, Bengals 18. Didn't get it done. Joe Flacco couldn't do what everyone wanted to see, and that's beat the Packers twice in 1 year with 2 different teams. They started slow. Flacco came alive in the second half. They looked a lot better. Got Chase a little happier. Hendrickson hurt his back. He's out. I don't know how much or whatever, or he's just looking to get traded because he's tired of fucking losing even with that contract. There are rumors that he might get traded. But, I mean, the Packers looked average. It's not going to get done against other teams. Jacobs had a pretty good day. I was watching towards the end of that game. They made some bonehead calls, and it seemed like Jordan Love changed the play into a pass a lot. And I'm like, stop being a greedy fuck. Run the fucking ball. Make them use their timeouts. Run the clock. Jacobs has 90-something yards on the game. Just get him to 100. You don't need to fucking throw the ball right here. And then he runs out of bounds one time. And I'm like, what are you doing? There was one play. It was a second or third down or something. It was third down, and the other guys had one timeout, and you're in field goal range. And I don't know if it was a run or whatever, but they ended up passing it on third down. I'm like, why wouldn't you run this? I think it was like 3rd and 4. Run the ball, make them use their timeout. If you don't get it, you're still going to kick the field goal and go up by 10. But then if you get it, the game's over too. So I mean, like, it's like you make sure they don't have any timeouts. And then you go out there and you kick your field goal or whatever. They end up kicking the field goal anyways. But then they didn't use a timeout. They still had a timeout left. They still had, like, a chance or whatever. But at least you make them use their timeout. If you run it on that third down, it didn't make any fucking sense to me. I was like, this is stupid.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
you do that against good fucking teams that actually have a defense and stuff that you have to compete with. Making those bonehead decisions right there by leaving them with a timeout, that could come back and bite you in the fucking ass.
100%. If you're not playing the Bengals, like that shit's like you're answering the hard questions to the media after that. I definitely think the Packers played down to their competition. They're definitely better than this, and they've showed it this year. I mean, like you said, Jamar Chase had a good game, 10 catches, 94 yards, had a touchdown, which was a rather nice one. I think he'd be happy with like wins, but yeah, I can understand. Flacco had 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, so it's not like he played awful, but he definitely wasn't up to the task of beating the Packers again.
I think most of that came in the second half. I think they only had like 60 yards at halftime. But, I mean, he was there for 3 days, not even.
They didn't turn the ball over either, which is a huge thing for Cincinnati. They didn't turn the ball over. That's all you can really say is that, you know, the Packers played down to the competition. The Bengals did everything they could, including not turning the ball over, and the Packers are still better. But they better right this ship, otherwise they're going to be, you know. I did see an interesting stat. The Bears with their win over the Commanders, they're still in last place of the North,
Well,
right?
yeah.
But if they were in the AFC North, they'd be a game back in first place.
That NFC North is a crazy spot to be right now. That's a crazy
Mm-hmm.
division. Um,
Yep.
Next one, going to the AFC East. Patriots here. The leading AFC East Patriots. Patriots had
Mm-hmm.
Saints 25-19. Saints did put up 19. They did make it a fucking close one. Make you sweat there, but the Patriots got the dub. 25-19. May is definitely an MVP conversation. There's no reason about it. No doubt about it. Bring the Patriots back to life, back as if Brady was playing there. He's looking good, looking comfortable. Sure as fuck ain't the run game. Considering the Patriots don't know how to use Henderson, and Stevenson averaged 1.4 yards a carry, and they still insisted on playing him over Henderson. You gotta be fucking kidding me. If the guy ain't fumbling the ball, he's barely getting a yard a carry, and you still refuse to put Henderson in above him. I don't want to hear any bullshit. You guys almost lost to the Saints. It's 25-19. And you're not going to tell me that Henderson wouldn't put a spark in that fucking offense. Because it sure as fuck ain't Stevenson. Because I'm sure you guys are telling him don't fumble the fucking ball. Well, he's too worried about not fumbling it to get fucking yards. 1.4 yards. I think he had 12 carries. And he averaged 1.4 yards a carry. I think Henderson had like 6 or 7 carries. And he averaged like 3.2 or something. But 3 is higher than 1.
Yeah, he like you said, Drake May, 261, 3 touchdowns. The running game is just
Not there.
as much as I love my Buckeyes, I don't understand Vrabel's mindset. I mean, the only thing, and I'm barely hanging on, is that they don't want to thrust Henderson in and get him hurt. But at this point, I mean, yes, you're leading the AFC North. Yes, you're doing well, but when it comes down to winning in November, December, winning playoff games, the teams that win are the teams that fucking run the ball. And this isn't going to get it done. So you better start feeding him so that he can start getting into a little bit of a groove so that he's not taking the bulk of the carries that he's going to be getting in the year late. And then in the playoffs, like, well, he only has 100 touches on the year. Yeah, that's not going to fucking help anybody.
It's going
But
to
yeah,
turn
I mean,
into to Bill's Allen situation where they're asking him to do too much. And then I was just looking up this week. Right now, Stephon Diggs is questionable with the chest issue. So you lose your veteran presence if he isn't on the field, which also hits me in fucking fantasy because all my wide receivers want to fucking die. Holy shit, dude. This would be the 6th or 7th wide receiver I've lost in the past week that doesn't play this week. It's insane. I don't know how the hell I'm piecing together a fucking team. But you take that off the field, you're going to have to learn how to run the ball because you see what's happening with Allen in Buffalo where they're asking him to do too much, and that's fucking killing them. But Rattler, he played well. He's not getting wins, though.
No.
At some point, they're going to have to make a change, no matter how well he's playing or whatever. Confidence has got to be low. The guy ain't getting it done. He's not making the splash plays that you need. You might have to put in that second-round pick or Tyson Hill, baby, so I get some fucking easy fantasy points in that flex. Put him in a tight end. Ooh, daddy, give me those points.
No. Yeah, no. Rattler is doing work. It's just the Saints were bad. Like they were bad. And now they're a little bit healthier. Kamara's doing work. Olave hasn't died yet. And they've added a couple pieces to try and fill some of these holes. So I feel like he is showing that he can get the job done. He may not be the guy to go out and throw for 300 yards, take the game over himself, but I think he's showing that he could be the guy to go out there, command the offense, and distribute the ball enough like a point guard to get points, get wins. He's not going to be Drew Brees, but he's definitely better than he showed at the end of last year.
That's great, but they need wins. Unless they're
They
just
win.
tanking,
They
they'll
need
leave
wins
him in the whole
next year.
fucking time. Like whatever.
Yeah.
He might get like another 2 or 3 weeks, and if they only win one of those games, they might go to Shuck and just be like, all right, we're out of the playoffs. You have nothing to lose. Go see what you got to do. And then when he gets hurt, they put in Tyson Hill, and I make my playoff run. That's all that matters. Anyways, on to the next one. Lions at Chiefs. Chiefs 30. Lions 17. Load of shit. Chiefs just stroked off by the fucking refs like usual. Jesus Christ. Calling drops, catches, whatever the hell they wanted. Mahomes, here's $20. Making my call. I don't care what the hell this score says, this 30-17 crap. The Lions are still strong contenders, and they are still going to make that push for the Super Bowl. This score right here, you see it in the Super Bowl, it's not going to be the same at all. If they play again, if the Chiefs somehow make it past the season and not get as much help, if they goes back to normal calling, I don't think they see them in the Super Bowl or again, but the Lions will be there possibly at the end. They're still a strong contention. There's nothing wrong with this team. I still believe in them. This score is a load of crap. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm happy Brian Branch did what he did.
100%. Goff had over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. There were some very uncharacteristic things that happened in this game for the Lions. I don't know how many drops Amon-Ra St. Brown had. The Chiefs defense, who's been middle of the road on average, at least fucking all year, all of a sudden they discovered how to play defense again.
Well, did you see that New York is the ones, the call center, they called in to overturn that first touchdown that the Lions had? That's why it was the late call. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could call in for a penalty like that after the fact.
So it's basically as they feel, because apparently New York can call in and buzz down and say, hey, by the way, he was short for a yard, so that's actually second and 1, not first and 10.
They're calling in penalties now. They're calling in penalties. Yeah. So why are we calling in the tush push fucking false starts?
That's why I said
if you're going to call this shit in, you better start calling this stuff in. You better call in every single penalty that isn't called if you're going to call this back on, it's a legal formation. Where? The ref didn't fucking see it. You saw it from all the way back there. The ref didn't see it. You know how many missed calls there are a game? How many calls are you going to start making? It's a load of crap. And I want to hear I don't hear this is prime time, all eyes are on. This is Thursday night. That's technically prime time. And we're not calling in these fucking false starts too? Get the fuck out of here.
First official game of the week.
Yeah.
But I'm not even going to mention Kermit the Frog. I'm just going to skim right over him because he's another one, a little fucking bitch. But Pacheco, he's starting to emerge as a lead back. Whatever that means for them, whether it's a solid 50 to 60 yards a game just to keep the defense honest, then fine. But I think he's starting to emerge from the pack a little bit as the at least 1A version.
I think he's going to lose his job by the end of the season.
Healthier.
He's going to lose it to the rookie because Checo is going to have like these type of games or whatever, and they kind of like the SMU rookie Smith because he's more explosive. I think he loses more touches to him, and then as they go down the field, like the season, they're like, we want more speed because that's all we have.
Well, here's the thing about him. I wanted him on my Dynasty Fantasy League because he's an ex-wide receiver. This dude's the size of Devonta Smith. He's like 5'11", barely 200 pounds or whatever. There's no way he's going to be able to go up the gut and take the punishment from D-line and linebackers and stay healthy. So you can't just do fly sweeps with him. I think you're going to get him his touches. But I don't think that he's going to end up being like the lead back just based on his physical attributes.
I mean, they could do more like fake sweeps, like jet sweeps and stuff and motions to try to get the defense moving more to get him go up the middle and not take as many hits too. Because he is fast, he is agile, he is quick. He kind of fits that bill of what they're doing there that is small, fast, and quick. So I kind of see him getting more touches as we go along. Speaking of fucking touches, Falcons and Bills. Bills at Falcons.
We skipped just one.
Which one did we skip?
We had the Chargers Dolphins.
Oh my God! Where the hell did I do that one? I missed the beers.
Listen. I understand forgetting it. Just trust me. But I just wanted to make sure that all of our Dolphin fans.
God, I must have had some Madison beers.
No angry
too,
emails.
Shit. Oh, I marked that one off like an idiot. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Chargers at Dolphins. 29-27. Dolphins lose again. Herbert chugging those Madison beers on the sideline. He won't share. It's annoying. God damn. You know what he is sharing it with? McConkey. Thank God.
Finally.
Thank God he realized that white boy plays for him, because that hell of a play at the end there, he won me my fantasy because of that one. Tua also loses the game for the Dolphins again. His Hail Mary went 10 yards. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. I don't know if they were like just do like a hook and ladder type deal. Well, he hooked it and laddered it straight to the defense. That was horrible. The Dolphins falling apart. It might be a time to make a change with Tua, because I think all those concussions are finally catching up to him now.
Listen, the Chargers, they should have won by more. They didn't. Whatever. They won. They better pick it up if they think they're going to start beating teams and be a factor in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins need to get everybody in the building. Everybody, whatever their fucking facility name is, at whatever address, they need to get everybody in the building. They need to line that building up with C4, and they need to blow the thing up down to the foundation, because they have very few pieces to work with, even as trade bait. If they decide that they're going to break the roster down, fire the coaches, fire the GM, and we're going to start anew with everything. Sorry, Dolphin fans, it's going to be another rough 3 or 4 years while we build. There's so little. Like Devin Achane, he's a very bright spot. I think you can get a little something from Waddle, but I don't think he's going to be able to be a true number one somewhere. No one's going to give you the fucking farm for him. And I don't remember how many picks they have, but they need more. They need to fill out a 53-man roster. And yeah, it's been time to move on from Tua. He is horror awful. I remember when JoJo was arguing with me that all he does is win. And I tell you, no, he's a left-handed quarterback that has a new fucking arm. He's not going to win shit. This gimmick offense is just like when they started introducing the Wildcat. It's going to catch on to defenses. They're going to stop it, and he's not going to be able to counter because he can't physically throw the ball downfield.
Yep. And then that's honestly what holds the offense back, is they have all the speed that they can use at their disposal, but you can't use it if you can't get the ball where it needs to be. And especially now, Tua can't read a defense, because I think those concussions are making them all.
100%. 100%.
Now we have Bills at Falcons. 24 Falcons, Bills 14. Bills just asking too much of Josh Allen. Too much. Ask him to carry the load. Ask him to do everything. They didn't have a great run game. Cook didn't really do much. And they don't have a number one wide receiver to really help out Allen to make him do all that. Plus, Kincaid was out. Did not look good. And then you also had the Falcons. Looked pretty good. Looked great. Bijan having a day. But also the other guy who had a day is Drake London, because he was the only wide receiver on the Falcons to have a catch. And did he ever? Because he had 10 of them for 158 yards and a touchdown. Felt every one of those. He was the only wide receiver to have a catch on an entire fucking team. How do you not pick up on this the entire game to cover the fucking giant 6'5" fucking wide receiver the whole time? The only one catching the fucking ball.
Well, we've been saying that the Bills' defense is bad. Like, it's just bad, especially that secondary. And they lost people. And one of their captains, I think it was Poyer, who went down. So when you lose one of the few pieces that you have that can be a difference maker in the secondary.
I think they also lost their linebacker, Bernard. So they're down another
maybe
linebacker.
Yeah. So let me read you this before I get into their stats, okay? The Buffalo Bills have beaten 4 teams this year: the Ravens, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Saints. They are combined 3-21.
Just win, baby.
Are the Bills that team that beats who they can beat and then lose who they're supposed to lose to?
I don't know. It seems like the game plan changes each game, and they just don't stick to what works.
Yeah. I mean, Bijan and Drake London just made them just running all over. Just like I said, on one side you see a size 11, and the other side is size 12, and they're from Bijan and Drake London. They're definitely asking Josh Allen to do too much. He fumbled twice. Thankfully, they got that back. He did throw 2 picks. Cook only had 87 yards. They're the Cowboys of the AFC, unfortunately.
Well, they are in the AFC East. It's an East thing.
I
Even the
guess, yeah.
Cowboys aren't even. I don't know why the Cowboys are in the NFC East. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. No matter how many times I look at that, it still doesn't make any sense.
You remember when the Cardinals were in the NFC East?
Yeah, we'll just trade them out that way. Next, we have the other Monday night game, Bears at Commanders. 25-24. Bears get the win with a late kick by Jake Moody. Nobody saw that coming. Definitely not Deebo Samuel. The main reason why I got the win is Daniels doesn't know how to hold on to the ball in the rain. Couldn't get the ball to Bill. I'm not sure if he would have gone anywhere. It looked pretty crunched up there. Maybe he made something work, but he couldn't get the ball in his goddamn hands. Fumbles the ball in crunch time.
Right.
Gets the ball back to the Bears. DJ Moore ended up in the hospital, something with his groin. They said it was precautionary. He's probably not playing this week. Of course not. Another wide receiver for me. Down he goes. Another one. Where's DJ Khaled? Another one. But also the Commanders couldn't take advantage of the worst rush defense in the entire league.
Right.
Don't know why they decided to do that. They decided to do some Jordan Love stuff, some Packer stuff. Decided to pass it when they should have ran it. Also, I don't know what this is. Watching the game, Daniels, it's big ball or take off right now. He's only looking down the field. I saw a lot of dump offs. Yeah, I have Bill on my fantasy team. He could have had 90 catches, even if they were for 4 yards. No matter what down it is, it's a play action or he's just leaking out. He's on the flat. Nobody's within like 5 to 10 yards of him. And all I see is Daniels 1-2 off. 1-2 off.
Right.
Never looks to check it down. It's big ball or go right now, and I don't know why that is. And clearly, it doesn't fucking work. I don't care if it's the Bears or not. It's not going to work.
Yeah, he hit 7 different people, but all of them had under 50 yards received.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a la carte right now, I guess, but how do you lose to Chicago? Like, Swift had over 100 yards. He was also their leading goddamn receiver. And as somebody that has Roma Duzier, you know how fucking annoying that is?
You know what's really annoying? Having Swift on your bench and losing by a point.
So, how about Fogmeg? He lost by 0.2 points, and he lost because his kicker was the Colts kicker, and then he died, and he had to pick somebody up, and then that kicker missed an extra point.
Yeah, I also would have probably won if Bill didn't fumble the fucking ball.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, the Bears couldn't work it. They had 3 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and a pick. So they played okay, and then about the time where I broke my controller or my remote control throwing it against the wall is when they threw it to the Cooper Manning of McCaffrey's. Everybody knows the Hall of Famer Ed McCaffrey. Everybody knows his brother, the future Hall of Famer,
Luke
Christian
McCaffrey, baby.
You literally got bitched and danced on by a dude that went to Rice. Most fans in the NFL think Rice is just food, not a university. And that's who beat you. Okay? Done.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's big ball or take off, and that was the big ball of that play for Daniels. So.
Yeah. All right. It's time. You know what this is.
You're going to have to give me my crown eventually so I can put one on, too.
I appreciate you keeping it warm, polishing it up for me. There we go. Daddy is back on top, and not the one that just has a little hat that says Daddy, but actual Daddy. Much better week pick'em wise. I went 9-6. You did go 7-8, which is pretty terrible. You're losing money. But I have regained the lead. Overall record 56-36-1. You are 55-37-1. It was only one game that you were up this week, and look where you are now. But I don't plan on giving this up anytime soon.
All right, well, fuck you. All right, let's get into next week's games then. Let's figure out who's going to be ahead of Pick'ems next week. It's going to be me. Me. Okay, we got Thursday night, Steelers at Bengals. Who you got? King?
This one doesn't need much analysis. It's going to be the Steelers. It is, what did Cam Hayward say? It's going to be the icy hot bowl or whatever.
Yeah.
Combined age quarterback of like 83 years old. The Bengals are a mess. the Steelers are playing good defense right now. At least Rodgers is starting to really hit a groove right now. I'm going to take the Steelers.
As much as I'd like to go opposite of you and pick the Bengals, I can't. I have the Steelers. You know what? It just doesn't make sense on paper, but like this is why games are played and they're not just on paper, because on paper, it's just going to be a wipe anyways. The Bengals have a lot of issues going on that defense. If they don't have Hendrickson, it's not going to help a lot. Flacco made the offense look a bit better. Maybe he'll get on a roll, but I still have the Steelers taking this one right now. So Next one we got is Rams at Jags. I'm going Duval. I'm taking the Jaguars. They are not going to be going against Nakua, so they're not going to have to use Travis Hunter on defense as much or at all if they really don't need to, because they just have to worry about Devontae Adams, Old Man Adams, and Kyron Williams. I see the Jags pulling this one out. Duval doesn't fall.
Yeah, Duval, they played a really good team in Seattle last week. Kept it closer than a lot of people thought that they were going to. I'm going to go Jaguars as well. If Puka is playing, I would pick the Rams, but he is that much of a difference maker. But I'll go Jags as well.
Nice. All right, next one we got is Saints at Bears. The Oklahoma QB showdown. Who do you got?
I think the Saints get their second win of the year this one. I don't know why. I'm just looking at the matchup. I'm looking at the averages. I'm looking at the way that these two teams have been playing. I think New England is better than Washington, and the Saints played them pretty close to the point where I'm like, Chicago eked out a victory. If it wasn't for the stupidity and just bad playmaking on the Commanders' part, they lose the Commanders. So I think the Saints, although they are 1-5, I think they're playing with a little bit more confidence, especially with the way that they played last year. I think that they take care of business and get the dub this time.
All right, well, now we have our first different one. I'm going to go Bears. I think they ride this win that they just got. I know the Saints looked pretty good last week, but the Saints beat the Giants. Giants beat the Eagles, but then the Saints lose to the Patriots. I'm going to take the Bears. I know DJ Moore probably isn't playing this week, but also he's just kind of a fucking decoy at this point. Not really doing much, just kind of distracting people. Swift looked pretty good. Maybe get him the ball a bit more. Don't really go with the rookie too much. I'm going to go Bears, though. I think the Bears at home, Saints traveling. I mean, maybe Taysom Hill's going to be the difference maker, and he gets them to win. Like 2 touchdown passes.
So if he has a monster game and the Saints win, I'll count this as a loss for me. I ain't having that.
I might have to put him in a fantasy just to be like, all right, I got to risk it for the biscuit on this one. But I'm going to go Bears on this one. I think Williams in the offense, I don't like Williams. I honestly don't. Never thought he was that great, but I think they take this win, they kind of roll with it, and they get the dub here. Next one, guys, Dolphins at Browns. Browns defense rights the ship. Browns get the win. Tua getting pulled. I could possibly see it, especially if they're down a lot or he gets a little concussed because Myles Garrett takes his helmet and hits him in the head with it. There's a possibility. Tua getting pulled. Yeah. I would get tired of it at some point. I might pull him if I'm McDaniels, but I'm going to go Browns in this one.
I'm going to go Browns. Gabriel's not going to have to throw the ball 52 times to win this one. As long as they stick with Junkins and they keep him honest with a little bit of a pass game, I think that they'll be able to go and beat Miami. Maybe Zach Wilson gets some playing time because of injury. Because, like we said, the Browns' defensive line is really good. So I'm also going to go Browns.
Yeah, he doesn't have a fast release like they have with Rodgers, so he's not going to be able to ball out as fast, though.
Yeah.
Next one, guys, Raiders at Chiefs. Who do you got, big guy?
I'm going Chiefs. They're getting the calls right now. They're starting to get healthier. Defense is starting to play just a little bit better. You can't trust Geno to do anything other than play bad, which is good for Geno. I'm going to go with Kermit the Frog in Kansas City.
All right, this one's going to surprise you. All right, you ready?
Mm.
Chiefs. So, anyways, Geno Smith throws 900 interceptions, really ends the game on himself. The Chiefs defense scores 45 points on their own. Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs as well. I don't see a reason to go with the Raiders, especially after how bad Geno even played against the Titans when they're like, 2 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards. I'm so tired of throwing it to my own team. Take it. Just throw it to the other team just for fun. Just shits and giggles. Whatever.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs, though. Next one we got Eagles at Vikings. Hair in my mouth. Don't want that. Not sure if it's going to be J.J. McCarthy or Carson Wentz at QB. Probably Carson Wentz because they like to baby J.J. McCarthy, apparently, where coddling is coddling and O'Connell is treating him like a baby. I know he just had a baby, but you don't have to treat him like a baby.
Right?
I'm going Vikings.
Ooh.
I'm going Vikings. If it's McCarthy, I'm still going Vikings. If it's Wentz, I'm going Vikings. Wentz gets his revenge. McCarthy gets on a road to roll. This defense is not the defense we all thought it would be. They just lost one of their pass rushers because he decided to retire after losing to the fucking Giants. They're not going to be able to cover all the wide receivers and all the talent of the Vikings. I don't see it happening. I know they have the talent in the secondary. They are having issues all around, though. They don't have the same pass rush. Yes, this offensive line is not great, but it's just good enough. And if they keep the same game plan of making Wentz throw the ball, they're going to win. Wentz hasn't proven otherwise. Hurts hasn't proven otherwise. If they make him throw the ball, the Vikings will be very successful. I think they continue the slide. They drop their third one straight, and the Eagles start having some real conversations about trading A.J. Brown because he's going to be a headache. I am going Vikings, baby. Ooh, that's the horn.
This might surprise you. I'm sticking with the Eagles.
No fucking shit. No fucking shit.
Saquon Barkley is too talented not to go, especially
Banged
for a
up.
team. He is a little bit banged up, but it's not like the Vikings are playing tip top right now. They are coming off of a bye. They don't know who their quarterback's going to be. Wentz hasn't exactly gone in and lit the world up. The O line for the Vikings still isn't that great. I don't know. Something's got to give with the Eagles. Just something about this is, to me, screams Eagles on this one. I can't really fully go into it, I guess, just because it's just a feeling. I think Barkley is just too talented, which opens up everything else. And the questions at quarterback at Minnesota. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think you've not picked the fucking Eagles all year.
It's very true. Keeping that streak going. Maybe
like
next week.
We'll
Eagles next week.
Next one we got is Panthers at Jets. Who do you got?
We got the Panthers. I'm pretty sure that our high school could put a fight against the Jets. The Panthers are going to get Hubbard back. They're going to be able to, put him, even if they want to just put him out here on a pitch count and still just ride Dowdle. Ted McMillan is separating himself as the best receiver on this team. Bryce Young is starting to finally be like, hey, I can actually maybe do this just a little bit. I know I'm not really a franchise guy, but I can at least beat the fucking Jets. So I'm gonna go Carolina.
I'm gonna go Panthers as well. Dowdle's probably the lead back, but the way the head coach has said, it's basically gonna be a time split. They're gonna use both of them. Hubbard said he's 110%. He's ready to go. I think that extra week off really helped. He would have had a huge day against the Cowboys defense. Anyone would have, the way those fucking holes were. He probably would have had 200 yards as well. With the Jets without now Garrett Wilson, the offense is going to take a hit right there. It's going to be all on Hall and then Fields running for his fucking life. Unless they put Tyrod Taylor in, I don't see that offense doing really anything. So I'm going to go Panthers until they decide to put fucking Tyrod Taylor in. Which I've heard in the building, there are many talks that they want Taylor, that they feel he should be the starting quarterback, and they feel that Fields was just handed it. And they're like, it didn't make any sense. There was no competition, which it seems to be true. So next one we got is Patriots at the Titans. Oh my God, what am I going to pick? Going the fucking Patriots. There's no reason to pick the fucking Titans. I know they have a new head coach now, or we're interim or whatever, maybe hopefully a new offense, or God knows what. All I know is Cam Ward said he's not playing like he wants to, but when he does, he's going to fuck up the league. Well, you know what? I don't see that ever happening because you're not reading anything. You can't even read a children's book at this point. They even had pitchers. You'd still screw it up. You're not reading anything. Offense looks horrible. It looks boring. Patriots, Drake May, maybe some Henderson. When they're up a lot, put him in a little sprinkle.
Yeah, the Patriots all day. And I do have a bold take on this. On this date, the 15th of October, in the year of our Lord, 2025, I, Sir David, is going to declare that the Titans are going to hire a one James Franklin to be their next head coach. He had success at Vanderbilt, the same state that the Tennessee Titans are located in, and that is going to be their next head coach. You mark it down. You
That
come
would be
see me when
even
he's doing his press
fucking
conference.
worse. That would be
Right.
even worse. You can't recruit in the NFL. You can't bullshit lie his way through these fucking contracts. Like, come play with me for 4 years and we'll win a championship. Motherfucker, you lying piece of shit. They ain't hiring him anywhere. You know, in his contract,
Hey,
he actually...
you heard it here first.
He's not. But in his contract, he does have... It was signed that he has to actively look for another job. And if it doesn't pay him $8 million a year, then Penn State will cover the difference of it. But he actually does have to find another job, so that $50 million buyout or whatever the fuck they owe him or whatever the fuck it is isn't all on them, which was smart. Right. He sucks. Next one, Giants at Broncos, Mile High City. Who you got, baby?
I'm going with the New York Fighting Scataboos. Denver's defense is really, 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 really good. But the way that the Giants are playing right now, and I'll say it until I'm proven wrong, the Giants are a playoff team if they have Dart playing quarterback and they get secondary play that's just at least average. Bo Nix has proven that he is not exactly top tier right now. He may get there one day, who knows? But he's not. The way the defense is playing and the ineffectiveness of the run game for the Broncos is just hilarious. I'm gonna go with Cam Scatterboo controlling the game on the ground. Dart maybe using his legs a little bit, passing when he has to. But I'm gonna go Giants.
As much as I love Scatterboo and the whole combination of the creatine white boys in that backfield, I am gonna go Broncos. They're at home. Different atmosphere, especially the Mile High City, baby. It's going to be a little harder for Dart, Scatterboo, and all them to catch their breath a little, I feel like. It's the first time playing there. NFL. It's been a little harder. Yeah. The defense also has a sack leader in Nick Benito. I think that's how you say his last name.
Yep.
8 sacks, is leading the league.
Patino, Benito.
Yeah. Well, either way, I think he picks up another 2 sacks in this game because the offensive line ain't that great. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to key in on Dart and Scatterboo. Really make them do what they have to do, especially without Neighbors and Slayton sucking and all that whole thing. They might collapse that pocket a little bit more. I'm going to go Broncos in a Mile High City, baby. Next one, Colts at Chargers. I'm going Chargers, baby. Got those beers ready. Madison be pouring them in everyone's mouth. I'm lining up for one, too. I'm going to go Chargers in this one. It's going to be close. JT and DJ really doing their thing. But I think that offense is finally coming into its thing. They realize McConkey plays for him, so he can dump it off more, get him in some space. Quinn Johnson may be back. I don't know. We're going to see. But I'm going to go Chargers here.
I'm going to go the Colts. I say the Paper Lions. I think they're, on my heart of hearts, I think they're going to lose this game. But for the sake of pick 'em, I'm going to take the Colts and have them prove me wrong. And if they prove me wrong, then at least I get the correct pick that.
All right, that's fair. Next one we got is Packers at Cardinals. I'm going to go Cardinals.
Wow.
I think if the Packers playing this average fucking offense that they're playing, they play this average offense against the Cardinals. It's been very slow the past couple games they have for the Packers. Very slow offense. They play it again. They're going to get burnt. I think Brissett should be the QB. Probably Murray, which would just suck. Even without Marvin Harrison Jr., if Brissett's in there, I think they get the win. Murray will make it a little bit closer. But I think the Cardinals get the win here, do a shocker, pull one over on the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers. I think the Packers have too much speed on defense. Without Marvin Harrison Jr. in there, they're really going to be limited with the receiving options, and the running game is just not. Again, this past week was just not great on the ground for them. I'm gonna go Packers.
Next one we have Cowboys at Commanders. Americans game of the week. Who do you got?
Commanders. I as fun as it has been to watch the Cowboys offense just explode. That defense is just so bad, and Eberflus is so bad. I'm surprised he's still able to walk. People haven't just broken his legs yet. Um, I'm going to go the Commanders because they don't have the worst defense in the league.
And that's fair. I'm going Homer pick Cowboys here. And I have a couple of reasons why. I have to defend this one. Dak Prescott owns the NFC East. I think he only has 9 losses total over them because he just got number 9 losing to the Eagles week 1. But I feel like Evil Suck Me is one horrible game away from finally being fired. And he has to realize this, that you need to right this ship. And if you blow this game against Commanders by letting up another 200 yards rushing and just holes everywhere, you're gone Monday. There's no fucking reason to even give him another chance. I don't care how much you were excited about this Jerry Jones. He's got to go. I think he's feeling the pressure, and he's got to pull out all the stops, and I think they go to more man coverage this next week. They get the dub. It might be close. It's honestly, even if the Cowboys win, they let up another fucking 30, 40 points, he should be gone. I think the Cowboys get the dub. Dak Prescott and the pressure on Ebel Sucky really push it. So next game we got is Sunday Night Football. Falcons at 49ers. Should have been flexed at a 1 p.m. game. I'm picking the Falcons.
I'm going Falcons. The Falcons are hitting their stride a little bit. Bijan is what McCaffrey used to be before he hurt himself. I'm going Falcons.
There's just too many injuries on the fucking 49ers. Jesus Christ, man.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Next game, our first Monday night game, because we got another doubleheader. Pretty sure the second one's at fucking 10 o'clock.
I will not be seeing most of that.
First one's Bucks at Lions. I'm going fucking Buccaneers, baby. I can't pull away from Mayfield Magic MVP Mayfield. I don't care if he's missing his top 3 fucking receivers in this one. I don't care. The man's just playing too damn good. The offense is playing too damn good. I'm going Buccaneers.
I'm going to go Buccaneers as well. I said earlier that it's going to be very hard to pick against him. Detroit, they're definitely going to look to have a bounce back week, but you're playing a dude that's playing an MVP caliber season right now.
And they don't have Brandon Brooks. He's out.
Right, exactly. So I can't bet against Baker Mayfield. I can't. I'm going Tampa Bay.
Last game, Texans at Seahawks. Who do you got, champ?
I got Seattle. Texans, I still don't necessarily believe in them, whether it's Stroud and his 1,000-year delivery or the offensive line being garbage or Woody Marks being their best blocker, receiver, and running back at the same time. I'm going to go Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going to go Seahawks. Well, they're playing really good ball. I mean, Stingley might try to follow JSN. I don't care. I don't care. Cooper Kupp is still good. The offense is still good. Walker's still good. Charbonnet is still good. Defense is still good. And it's in Seattle. They got that 12th man. I'm going to go Seahawks as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our pick'ems. That is 6 different ones this week, so there's a chance.
Yeah.
They're saying there's a chance. So that's what we got for you. That's the show. That's how we feel. Fuck the Eagles. That's all. Fuck the Chiefs. That's what I got. What do you, fuck James Franklin. Thank God Penn State woke up. What do you got for us, big guy, before we let everyone go?
Just that I continue to be amazed by the support that we have. And I do appreciate every single one of you that reaches out to us and gives us words of encouragement, tells us that we're ugly, asks us if we have any children that we know of, which is just weird. But you know, but no, we appreciate everyone that puts time into our little dream here, and as always, we won't forget you when we make it.
Yes, thank you guys so much for listening, following, sharing, giving a good word of mouth, bad word of mouth. Any publicity is good publicity, whether it's bad or good. I don't care. Talk about us. I love being in your mouth. I melt in your mouth, girl, not in your hand. The wise words of the late and great 50 Cent. Uh, thank you guys so much for the support. Keep it up, please. We're going to keep doing this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your newborn, tell your unborn. Tell that baby. Tell a stranger. Make new friends and just tell them about us and walk away. Make it real weird, but make them think. Also, stay on the lookout. We are potentially getting into the ticks of talks, and some Instagram as well. Currently working on that, so once we have more word on that and the person I'm working with that as well, I will let you guys know, so you can go like, share, and follow that too. Even more greatness all up in you. Thank you guys so much, and we will be back for another episode of Up the Gut next week to really just brighten your week. Thank you. Bye!